guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today's video is going to be part 3 of the series that you guys have really been enjoying, where I share a bunch of drugstore gems that feel high-end. I have skincare and makeup products here that have amazing ingredients, amazing formulas, they apply great, they feel great, and they make my skin look great. So I'm super excited to share them with you. Like parts 1 and 2 of this series, which will be listed below if you are not caught up. I won't be including hair care products in this video because I already have a separate drugstore hair care favorite series where I only share drugstore hair care products. So I will list those videos below if you're interested in drugstore hair care, just skincare and makeup for today's video, but we have plenty to get through, so we don't even need hair care today. All right, before we jump into it, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, click on that notification bell, and drop a comment below letting me know a drugstore product that you have been using and loving recently. Thank you so much for doing those things. It really helps to support me, so I appreciate you so much for doing that. And if you need anything from me, check out my description box below. I have Lightroom preset filters for editing your Instagram photos, my SPF merch, timestamps, discount codes, and links to my favorite beauty products of all time, along with all of the products that I will be mentioning here today. All right, let's talk drugstore favorites. Let's start off with skincare. First up, I have the e.l.f. Skin Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. So this is supposed to be a solid cleansing balm that melts into an oil and then turns into a nourishing milk texture that rinses off really easily. Even though this is a product that has very limited contact with our skin, since it's removing makeup and then just going to be rinsed away, it still has awesome ingredients in it, like the rest of the Holy Hydration products from e.l.f. So some of those great ingredients include sunflower oil, peptides, ceramides, and hyaluronic acid. So again, even though that's not staying on our skin, it's nice to know that as we are removing that makeup, we are replenishing and softening and hydrating our skin as well. This does have added fragrance and a couple of fragrant components, which is why I held out on this for so long. But when I looked into it, I saw that they were listed last on the label. So I was like, okay, I can test this out. I'm definitely warming up to testing out products with added fragrance, as long as they're not like the third ingredient on the label, and especially in a situation like this where it's going to be rinsed off my skin almost immediately, I'm a lot more inclined to test it out. So I'm glad I did, because no irritation whatsoever with this product for me. What does this smell like? I don't know. Is it like a tiny bit citrusy? Sure. But the reason why I love this is that the consistency is so nice. So it is a solid balm in the jar, but as you pick it up and rub it into the skin, it really does just kind of melt down immediately, turn into the oil like they were talking about, and it feels so nice on the skin. Very soft, very smooth, and does such a great job at just completely getting rid of any makeup. So I would definitely test this out if you like a good cleansing balm, and a good cleansing balm at a good price with good ingredients at that. Totally worth it. 11 bucks, come on. Okay, next up, I have 3 products from the same brand. I will be totally honest, I was mainly drawn to this brand because of the packaging. How cute is this? Come on, it's so cute. I had a friend over last weekend and she was like, what are all those cute products on your counter? And I was like, I know. That's why I bought them too. So even though I was definitely drawn to the products because of the packaging, I wanted to purchase the products because they have great ingredients in them. They are fragrance and essential oil free, so if that's a concern to you, you don't have to worry about that here. And they just have really solid ingredients. Something else that's really cool about this brand is that they actually kind of do a little inky decoder, not kind of, they literally say you're inky decoded, and they list off all of the ingredients with their purpose right there on the label, so you can easily see what everything is, which I think is really nice. So kind of seems to be a brand that stands for only including things that you need to formulate a product and that are going to benefit your skin, and then they exclude, you know, additional things like, for example, fragrances and essential oils that, you know, may not necessarily help your skin if you have sensitivities. But sometimes I feel like brands that have that kind of stripped back minimal approach end up falling flat for me. A lot of the times they don't have ingredients that are all that impressive. They're just super basic. Other times I feel like the formulas or the consistency of the product is really basic as well and just doesn't impress me all that much. but I was impressed all around here with the ingredients and how they feel on my skin. So first up is the Balancing Face Mist. This is claimed to be a lightweight, pH balanced, refreshing face mist. It's supposed to balance and soothe the skin and support your microbiome for a healthier complexion. I don't know what it is about a face mist lately, but I cannot get enough of them. I have been loving a face mist in my skincare routine before makeup, after makeup. It's such a refreshing, very simple step. It takes like half a second to spray your face, but it feels like you're treating yourself. I don't know. It's just one of those things that is definitely kind of like an experience moment for me, but obviously I like to reach for a mist that has a lot of nice ingredients in it so that I can get some extra hydration, maybe calm and soothe the skin, depends on what the product is. So that's why I was actually very excited to test this one out. And I have to say, the mist itself, I'll just show you before I even talk about ingredients. Oh, come on. It is the perfect, softly diffused fine mist. It doesn't get better than that. And again, this has some awesome ingredients in it. I was very pleasantly surprised because I feel like a lot of the times when I'm drawn to a brand because of the packaging, I turn over the label and I'm like, yeah, well, I probably could have expected that, but that was not the case here. This has some great ingredients to calm and soothe the skin, like allantoin and panthenol. Both of those ingredients also hydrate the skin alongside a sugar molecule that's in this called sorbitol. This has some ceramides in it to help to replenish the skin and a probiotic ferment to help to protect the skin barrier. Great. And the reason why I'm so obsessed with that really fine mist, aside from the fact that it feels amazing on my skin, is because then I can really use this any way that I want to. I can use it before skincare, in between skincare steps, after skincare, in between makeup steps, after makeup, doesn't matter. It doesn't end up messing up my makeup because it's such a lightweight mist. It's not greasy or shiny whatsoever. It just feels really nice and hydrating, but in the softest, most subtle way. And it really does help to kind of mesh your makeup together, bring it to life. If you feel like you went in with a little bit too much product, you're looking a little cakey or powdery, a mist like this is a really great way to refresh that. I freaking love a mist. What can I say? Next, we have the Brightening Serum, which is said to even skin tone and texture, intensely hydrate, strengthen skin barrier function, and just give you an even glowing result. Standout ingredients in this include hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, ceramides, and squalane. So again, awesome ingredients to hydrate, replenish, renew, calm, and moisturize the skin. I really love how this feels. It's very lightweight, but at the same time, it's not so lightweight to where it kind of dries down like water and doesn't really feel like much. It has a little bit of that gel-like texture. It's very hydrating. It just looks nice and glowy on the skin without looking overly wet or making the skin look greasy. It doesn't do that at all. It's super nice. I really do think this would work for pretty much any skin type. It's really nice. So if you're how many times can I say that? So if you're looking for a drugstore serum with great ingredients at a nice price point with freaking cute packaging, then check her out. And last is, I was gonna say my favorite product from them, but I honestly can't decide between the three. I think they're all so good. It just depends on what I'm in the mood for, but this is called their Moisturizing Gel Cream. This is claimed to be a lightweight, oil-free daily moisturizer that delivers effective, targeted hydration to thirsty skin. A lot of the same claims about calming the skin, supporting the skin barrier, and this is supposed to have a weightless, cooling texture of a gel with the lasting hydration of a cream. That's right up my alley. This also has niacinamide and ceramides. It has cholesterol to soften and condition the skin, and it has green tea, which is an awesome antioxidant for soothing and calming redness. And the texture of this did not disappoint. They describe it perfectly. It's incredibly lightweight. It has that perfectly jelly, slightly creamy feel. It does feel nice and cooling and refreshing on the skin, but not because it has added essential oils or something that's making your skin feel tingly. Nothing like that. Fragrance and essential oil free. It just feels so, so nice. This is my perfect daytime, summertime moisturizer. Oh my gosh. So if you have oily skin and you're trying to find that perfect in between, that gel kind of cream hybrid that's not so lightweight that it doesn't really moisturize your skin enough, like, you know, the ones that are more like a hydrating serum, it's not like that. It just has that perfect amount of creaminess to it to give you that longer lasting moisture, but while still being so lightweight. doesn't get better for oily skin, y'all. It really doesn't. If you have dry skin and that would not work for you, but you're interested in the brand, they do have a moisturizing cream that I definitely now need to try out. They have a couple other serums as well. They have more. And now I feel like I have to buy everything from the brand. So again, Byoma, Byoma. I'm gonna look up how to say that, which I should have done before this video. Next up is a sunscreen. This is the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Moisturizing Face Sunscreen. It's a broad spectrum SPF 60 with chemical filters for the active ingredients, including avobenzone, homosalate, octisalate, and octocrylene. Nothing super noteworthy here when it comes to inactive ingredients. It has vitamin E, which conditions the skin, but that's in basically every skincare product these days. So the reason why I'm so impressed with this is because of the texture and how it feels and looks on the skin. It is so incredibly lightweight. It really reminds me of an Asian sunscreen, like think the Skin Aqua UV Super Moisture Gel, where once you absorb, I was gonna say when you absorb that in. No, when you rub that in and it absorbs into the skin, it basically feels like and looks like you have nothing on. And that is the same exact situation with this sunscreen here. So lightweight, very runny, liquidy, watery formula. Absorbs very nicely, no issues with streaking or anything like that. And then once it's on the skin, it looks like you have nothing on. It's not going to make your skin look shiny, greasy, anything. It's just very natural. So I think this is perfect if you have oily skin, if you feel like you just have not been able to find a sunscreen at the drugstore that doesn't make your skin look shinier. Try this one out. You will not be disappointed, I promise. I know we've had a lot of oilier skin recommendations for this video, but I mean, it's summertime. It's freaking hot out. We have traveled in time to a different day. I'm gonna be totally honest. I had a different sunscreen planned for this video. I already filmed it. It was edited, uploaded. I was really liking it. But the more I continued to use it, I was like, you know, I thought this was moisturizing, but I actually feel like this is just greasy. It was one of those that tricked me where it felt so lightweight and nice at first, but I just realized as I was going on walks outside, getting sweaty in it, it just kind of like left a film on my skin that I feel like I didn't realize the first few times that I used it. It did me dirty. What can I say? So I obviously didn't want to do you guys dirty and recommend something that I changed my mind on. So I am deleting that from the video and I'm here on another day re-editing the video because I want to give you guys a good body sunscreen recommendation. And this is one that I honestly kind of forgot about until recently. Sunbum did send this to me in PR and I was like, oh yeah, how did I forget about this? This was like my go-to body sunscreen for a couple of years. I loved it and then, I don't know, it slipped through the cracks. So I'm excited to have it back in my life. This is the Sunbum Premium Moisturizing Sunscreen Lotion SPF 50. It's water resistant for up to 80 minutes. I love to use water resistant sunscreens if I'm going to be going on a walk outside, exercising, anything like that, especially when it's hot and humid and I know I'm going to be sweating, because then I know I am protected. So this, unlike the other sunscreen that shall not be named, I mean, I'll probably tell you guys what it is in a future fails video, but not today. This does not leave a greasy film on the skin. It's a nice moisturizing lotion, so it's not like so lightweight that you can't feel it. It feels moisturizing, but it's not heavy at all and it's not greasy. It's just a really nice option for any of you that are interested in a sunscreen like that. Wait, I have to show you, obviously. Or how would you know? How would they know? Okay, I mean, we'll just do this here. Also, if the audio sounds different, I just tried to film this 2 different times using the microphone that I've been using and the audio completely cut out. So I'm back to my camera audio just for right now, before I get that figured. Just so nice. Also, if you've never smelled a banana boat sunscreen, you need to buy one just for that reason. So yummy. It's like the perfect summer smell. I'm just weirdly holding my arm so I can smell it. It smells just light and fresh, a little bit like banana, but it's not too overwhelming. Oh my gosh, delicious. So such a solid sunscreen. Again, one that I'm sad I forgot about, but happy to have back in my life. All right, let's move on to, I guess, kind of like a hybrid skincare makeup product to bridge the gap before we fully dive into makeup. This is the Versed Mood Lighting Glow Drops, and this is a product that you can use in a few different ways. You could mix this in with a moisturizer and kind of make it just like a skin enhancing product without makeup, or you could mix this in with a foundation or apply it under foundation to help to enhance the glow of your skin. But it's a really nice product that I just felt like putting it on my hand. Just feels exactly how you would want a product like this to feel. Because at least for me, if I am adding a product like this to my routine that is going to enhance the glow of my skin, I want it to do that because of the pigment in the product. So as you can see, it's a very glowy, luminous product, but that's not because it's a greasy, shiny product. It's because it has these illuminating, whatever the word is, luminous pigments in it that really help to kind of attract light to the skin and help light reflect and bounce off the skin in a really beautiful way. I have the lighter of the two shades here. This one is in sheer golden, and it's a really beautiful, subtle sheer, slightly gold undertone that just looks really nice and healthy on the skin. So if you're looking for something that makes your skin really glowy but feels super, super lightweight and does not make your skin look greasy whatsoever, then you are going to love this one. Next up is the e.l.f. Putty Cream Bronzer. This is definitely something I've mentioned on my channel before, but it's been a while. I think the last time I talked about this was in my last makeup dupes video where I do a split face, drugstore on one side, high end on the other. I will list that below if you haven't seen that yet, but this was the dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Bronzer. I do think it is a really good alternative to that, obviously way more affordable, and it really does perform pretty much in the exact same way. It's good. The shade that I have here is Tan Lines. This is a perfect match for me when I have my naturally fair skin and don't have self-tanner on. And the formula of this is so, so impressive, especially at this low price point. That sounded like a commercial. It's a very lightweight cream. It doesn't feel heavy or cakey on the skin, and it blends so well. It never goes streaky or patchy on me. It doesn't pick up my complexion product that I have underneath it, and it actually works both on top of powder and on top of liquid formulas for me. So dang, this is good. I feel like this is maybe $7, just like so cheap. So cheap for what this is. Second to last, we have the Revolution Super Dewy Liquid Blush. I have the shade You Got Me Blushing, which I would consider to be a really nice mid-toned rosy color, maybe like slightly mauve in undertone, but I would say a nice healthy looking pink rose. It's really pretty. And this, when I first applied it, I was like, holy crap, so pigmented. Be careful with this. It's definitely not the type of product that you want to squeeze all over your cheeks and try to blend it out in that way, because you'll look like a clown. So instead, I would recommend applying this to the back of your hand, but even still, be careful, use less than you think that you need to, because I did that the first time that I applied it and I was like, oh my God, this is so pigmented. So just use a little bit. I like to use a nice kind of dense, fluffy foundation brush to apply it, and I think that it applies really nicely in that way. It's not patchy looking. I did have to do a little bit of blending with a sponge just because of how pigmented it is to get it to kind of mesh well with the rest of my makeup, but once I do that, then I think it looks really nice. And I love the finish of this on my cheeks because it's actually not super dewy as the name suggests. I think that it's just really subtly sheeny. It's definitely not flat and matte, but it's not wet, super dewy looking. It's just kind of, yeah, somewhere in between, like a nice natural finish on the skin that has this teeny hint of a glow. So I really love that because I just don't like greasy looking cheeks. There are so many cream blushes out there that just look shiny on my cheeks, and I don't love that look, but I also don't like the look of a really matte blush either. I want it to still, yeah, look a little glowy and healthful. Healthy. Yeah. And the consistency of this, I would say, is kind of like a gel, and because you only need the tiniest bit, it really just feels super lightweight on the skin. So all around, a really solid cream blush from the drugstore. And last is an Ulta lip oil. I actually showed you guys an Ulta lip oil in my first Drugstore Gems video, but that one was untinted, and they have recently come out with tinted lip oils, and this is so beautiful. You guys know I am a sucker for a pinky mauve, and this is, I feel like, the prettiest drugstore lip oil gloss color that I have ever found. Am I gonna say that? I might. It is in the shade Mad for Mauve, and it's just perfect. If you know my lip color style, you will not be surprised by this. Definitely reminds me of something like MAC Modesty, where it's just that perfect pinky purple that's not too purple, but not too pink. It doesn't get better. It's so flattering, and these Ulta lip oils have such a nice, comfortable formula, perfect amount of gloss on the lips, and they're so freaking cheap too. So if you want to pick up a tinted lip oil, but you do not want to splurge on it, this is definitely a good one worth checking out. I did also recently upload a video where I show you guys 10 of my all-time favorite lip color combinations. So in that video, I show you lipstick and lip gloss that I like to pair together for really beautiful kind of your lips but better type lip colors. So similar to something like that lip oil. I'll list that below if you haven't seen that yet. I clearly have a passion for lip color like that. All right, you guys, those are all the products that I wanted to talk through for today's video. So we are going to wrap this up here. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope you found some products that you're excited to test out that will not break the bank. As always, keep me posted in the comments below if you do decide to purchase anything that I talked through in this video, and I will have everything listed and linked in order of mention in my description box below to make it nice and easy for you to purchase. If you enjoyed this video and you would like a Drugstore Gems Part 4, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, click on that notification bell, and send my channel to a friend. Thank you so much for doing all of those things. It really helps to support me, so I appreciate you so much. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. Stay tuned for my next video because that will be up in a few days. But until then, I hope you have a great few days.